Now let's look at a different type of world reaction to Trump's victory and Harris's defeat. The reaction in the markets. Yesterday we told you about the calm before the storm. Well, today it seems that the Trump hurricane has made landfall, affecting every single market. We'll focus on four different markets: commodities, chiefly gold and oil, the currency market, crypto, and finally global stocks. That's what we'll talk about today. We'll start with the commodities. They're down. Trump's victory means bad days ahead for this market. Let's look at gold first. Gold prices were down to an almost 3-week low today. And this is after they just hit a record high last Thursday. Gold prices had been steady in the run-up to this election because the yellow metal is considered a safe investment. But now that we know that Trump is coming back, the uncertainty has passed, so people don't need gold to protect them anymore. That's why gold is down. Next, let's look at another commodity, and that's oil. Prices started falling after it became increasingly clear that Donald Trump would win. The global oil benchmark, Brent crude, was down by more than 1%. I'll explain why in a moment. But before that, let's look at the currency market, because it is related. Yesterday, we told you how Trump's victory would cause the US dollar to surge because of his plans to impose tariffs on imported goods. We showed you how this action would cause the US dollar to increase in value. But the currency markets are not even waiting for Trump to take office. The rise of the dollar has already begun. The US dollar has surged by about 1.5% against a basket of different currencies. The dollar is up against the Japanese yen, the Chinese yuan, the euro, the pound, even the Indian rupee. The rupee hit an all-time low against the dollar earlier today. It fell because the dollar made gains against everything. So what does this mean for trade? Most trade is conducted in dollars, even if the US is not involved. So when the dollar rises, it means that imports automatically become more expensive, and this affects demand and causes prices to fall. So things return to the way they were. That's exactly what happened to oil prices today. They fell because the dollar surged. Other commodities could experience the same thing, the same trend, which is why a Trump victory is good for the dollar, but bad for the commodity market and bad for other currencies as well. Well, regular currencies anyway. Cryptocurrencies are a whole different matter. Crypto is celebrating Trump's victory. Bitcoin, the world's best-known cryptocurrency, rose to a record high today. It breached the $75,000 mark. Other cryptocurrencies rallied as well. Trump had promised to back the crypto industry. He was the pro-crypto candidate. So obviously the crypto market thinks that the future is bright for them, and they aren't the only ones. Stock market indices across the world rose today. Japan's Nikkei 225, India's Sensex and Nifty, Europe's Stock 600. We'll have to wait to see how the US markets react today, but they had started making gains yesterday when a Trump victory seemed increasingly likely. Now, the result has also caused stocks to rally almost everywhere, like I said, but there was one notable exception, and that was the Hang Seng Index, based in Hong Kong. The Hang Seng fell by over 2% today, bucking trends seen around the globe, and the reason is simple. China is firmly in Trump's crosshairs. He has promised harsh measures when it comes to Beijing. He said he could raise tariffs on Chinese goods to as high as 60%, 60%. That would be impossible to escape unscathed. So the Chinese markets reacted today as it became clear that Trump would win. Will Beijing intervene to protect its markets tomorrow? Or will we continue to see them bleed? The next few days should prove interesting as markets all over the world adjust to the reality of Trump's return.